Anyways, I lost my thing.
Hi guys, my name's Tom Lovelace. Putting together a documentary. It's going to be short interviews. The documentary is entitled "I Am Not Meth." It's inspired by a poem that was probably about 20 years ago called "I Am Meth." I'll post it on here so you guys can read it. It was a really powerful poem at the time.
Hey.
This is the first interview of the project here with a good friend of mine. Her name is going to be unknown and remain anonymous. How are you today, Miss Cindy Lou?
I'm well. And I have read I Am Meth
You read the poem?
several times.
Oh, it's a good poem, huh?
It's posted all over the sheriff's department. And when I did that 6 months in jail,
Yeah, it was there.
I cleaned the sheriff's department. So every day I saw it. And
See what I mean, folks? It's a powerful poem. It was like, it highlighted how much of an impact and how much of a pull that shit has on some people at certain times in their life. Now, Cindy, I have a couple basic questions for you. Now, we're not going to bullshit. You've been an active user in the community that we live in all these years, right?
absolutely.
Absolutely. You have a lot of friends out there, right?
I wouldn't call them friends, but I know a lot of people.
Okay. One of the first questions we're asking, have you ever been ripped off by these friends?
Absolutely.
You name some instance particularly that really affected you? Like,
Well, it really affected me being ripped off by people I thought were my friends in the first place. But as time grew on, I learned more about addiction and more about the behavior of people who are addicted to a substance and what their behaviors are to get that no matter what. And I also was with a drug dealer for 8 years of my life, and the people that came around, they always came with some things to trade him and left with more. And it was devastating to me. And it got to the fact where if I couldn't find something in mine, I thought someone took it because it was that bad.
do you still deal with some of that sometimes? I know personally I do. I know that I personally know that I've been in situations and circumstances where it's, even if I misplace something for 5 minutes, I'm tripping that somebody stole my shit. And so many of my friends are like that. Does that happen to you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So
No,
it's
wait.
been psychologically damaging.
And damaging to the friends too, because I'll sit and accuse them, and I'll freak out.
Doesn't that suck when it's not that person that you accused? I've had that where,
Then you have to go back and say, "Hey, I found it."
yeah.
I've had that
Oh,
too,
man.
yeah.
You just feel like such a piece of crap for doing it. Now, you use, let's say you use methamphetamine. What purposes, what benefits do you get from use? I know that there's reasons that we use it that are beneficial to us at the time, whether it's pain management, depression. What symptoms, what do you use it for? What does it help you with?
Depression.
Helps you with depression. Helps a lot of people with depression. It really does. Do you deal with pain management at all? I know you don't take pills.
Well, it doesn't really help with my pain.
Okay.
Emotional pain, though, because what it does is it numbs my emotions.
Okay, in which you have some experiences in life that have been pretty damaging. Would you like to share any of your experiences that made you use? That's okay. That's okay, Miss Cindy Lou. I understand more than anybody.
Because I can't speak on it right now.
I understand that totally, and it's but there's nobody out there can judge anybody else for what they do. They don't know what path they've been on in life. They don't know what they've experienced in life. I got a friend of mine that was 15 years old, and she found her best friend hung, and she couldn't get her down. When she was 15, her best friend, she found her fucking hung, couldn't get her down. Okay, now that friend of mine walked about 4 houses down the street. About a week later, she was fucked up emotionally the whole week. She went 4 houses down to the local drug dealer's house, knocked on the door that she had never been to. His son answers the door. He calls his mom. Mom comes, talks to my friend who's a 15-year-old kid, who explains to his mom what she's going through. Now that woman invited her into her house, and you could say opened up her mind to the world of pharmacia or drug use, but really she gave that woman what she needed at the time. You know how broken my friend was at the time. She gave her solace and comfort in a time of need. And so nobody can ever judge somebody why they use or what they've been through to use. And what's so cool about that experience is there was a poem on the wall. It's called Desiderata. And if you take the time and look up a poem called Desiderata, that was written on that woman's wall. And my friend since then has written that on papers and handed it to over 100 people in her lifetime. It makes a real impact. Please take the time to look up Desiderata. I have a couple more questions for you really quick, Cindy Lou, and we'll get going.
I will share with you one.
Okay.
Experience.
Okay.
I lost my son because he was addicted to methamphetamines, intravenous use. And they had a lot of parties at his house. And another person that was there, he lived in San Francisco, no doubt. And he also left a syringe partially full with blood in both of them. And my son didn't give a fuck at the time because he was high. And he picked up whichever syringe, not knowing which syringe was supposed to be his. And he shot it up. And that's how he contracted AIDS. He then got cancer because your immune system's fucked up. And he was beating the cancer, but then he got another disease through his colon. And the medicine for that contradicted the medicine for the chemo. And chemo would contract the medicine for that. So there was no way he could ever recover from that.
And Cindy, two more questions here. Your interactions with the police, or your viewpoint on the police and how they deal with us, or what wrongs they do to us. What's your opinion of the police in your area that you're from?
I think that we have a great police force. And some of them are bad people, some of them are excellent people.
That's very true. Okay. And last question, have you ever heard of what a pluralistic society is?
No.
No, most people haven't. And then we're going to take a break right now. I'm going to share with my friend what a pluralistic society is, and then we'll get right back to it and find out her opinions on it. Thank you.